And for more on IFFI, we have our correspondent Deepika joining us from Goa. Deepika, what have been the highlights of day 2 at the festival and what is lined up for today?
Good afternoon, Tanvi. We've been seeing a lot of action buzzing here on day 2 of IFFI, and day 3 rather it is of International Film Festival of India, because it opened on the 20th of it. And when we talk about the movies, right now we have with us Mr. Jesper. I would like to invite you here. Mr. Jesper happens to be the Danish executive producer, and his film has just now been screened at the INOX celebrating the International Film Festival of India. Tell us more about your picture.
Well, it's a picture about overcoming great tragic moments in life, and it's called Unsinkable. So it's about people and families and communities, how we take care of each other. So that's the message.
And while the film was screened, we saw a lot of audiences crying after watching the movie Unsinkable. Tell us about the key moments of Unsinkable that made them really cry, and what brings you to IFFI, especially when we talk about India bridging the gap with a strong focus on world cinema and the entire world.
Yeah, it's a long way from Denmark. It's like 9,000 kilometers. So we were very, curious on what the reception would be at the festival, and we're very proud to be at IFFI, and we're very humbled to have the chance to come here with our movie. And I didn't expect people to cry because it's a Danish movie from the north of Scandinavia, but there's a moment where a son and his mother is in the sea, and the son is trying to save his mother, and they're swimming, and suddenly we think they're drowned, but suddenly they're alive, and they save themselves. And after that, that's a great moment where the family is saved, and they come on shore, and that's when I heard them doing I can hear it, and I've seen it a lot of times, of course, the movie. So I'm waiting for these little moments if they work, and it worked. So I'm very humbled to be here and with Unsinkable, and it still works in India. So thank you for having us.
And last quick question, what brings you and excites you more about IFFI?
Well, it's a very big festival, and it's so far away where we are doing our film tradition, and I think it's, I just discovered today that you feel the same. Right. It's all about emotions and family and being, a heart-warming person and take care of all the people you love, and it's the same all over the world, and that's very impressive.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
No,
Exclusively to us. So there you heard the Danish producer who talked about his movie, because that was just screened half an hour ago, and we saw the audiences crying on it. And this film has also been shortlisted for another Indian tournament, Indian Festival of Cinema, which will be showcased, which will be screened in the coming days. And talking about the Indian audiences here, because we've been talking to other delegates as well here who've come here from different parts of the world, they are really excited to cater to the Indian audiences, because Indian audiences is one such platform where they connect with emotions. So this is one thing that the delegates are really liking about Indian audience, and especially about IFFI. Tanvi.
Okay, we leave it here. Thank you very much, Deepika. Deepika joining us from the India International Film Festival underway in Goa.